Hi, my name is Michael Lewen. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Mamaroneck, New York, and I'm the producer of The Perfect Hurl.
Hi, I'm Will Eisenberg. I'm 20 years old from Westfield, New Jersey, and I wrote and directed The Perfect Hurl.
Well, I think our collaboration started in the beginning filmmaking class at USC, and Will and I were not in the same class, but the point of the class is you have to make a film every 3 weeks, so it's run-and-gun filmmaking, and when Will and I found ourselves often getting notes from each other on our respective projects.
Yeah, like we meet up in the editing room, or we'd be like, I have to come up with an idea in the next 2 days because I have to shoot this weekend when I have the camera. So we would just, talk to each other, give each other notes, and we found that our sensibilities were kind of similar.
Yeah. So at the end of the class, we decided, probably last March or April, that we wanted to do a bigger project together, independent of school. And Will had written a script for one of his screenwriting classes, and that's kind of the origin of it.
So we got Stephen Baldwin in our film because he was a friend of a family member, and it was kind of just, we reached out to like multiple celebrities. We had this very small role, very small cameo that would take about an hour to shoot, just a couple lines, and we thought it would be fun to get somebody recognizable in it.
Yeah.
So we reached out to a lot of people, and Stephen was extremely nice. He has a daughter looking at colleges right now, and we both go to USC, and he was going to be in the area, and he wanted to see the school, so I gave him a tour of the school, and in turn, he, agreed to play El Toro in the film for an hour.
The process of making The Perfect Hurl began when we had a script and we had a commitment to make this movie. And so the first step to that was raising the money. And our first thought, based on the content of Perfect Hurl, was product placement with yogurt. And we pitched a number of corporate sponsors looking for a pretty significant amount of money to support our film. And unfortunately, that didn't turn out exactly as we planned, so we had to raise the money through independent donors and investors. So that was the first step of getting the movie made.
Yeah, and we used Kickstarter for that, which is an awesome way for young filmmakers to raise money.
Yeah, definitely.
And we got donations online from that. And then from there, basically, it was our summer project. We were both interning, but we, when any free time we had, we'd be, reaching out to crew and casting director, and basically our plan was to shoot it in August, and we had these dates picked out right before school started. And
yeah, I think two things that were big steps forward in getting the movie made were getting our casting director, Dan Cowan, who's a TV and high-profile commercial casting director, and Garrett Shannon, our cinematographer, who was awarded the ASC Heritage Award, just 6 months prior to coming onto our project. And they both kind of thrust us forward, at full speed into production, and having them and Stephen Baldwin attached to the project really got us some momentum to go into our 4 days of shooting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I guess with those guys, I mean, these were all, we didn't have a lot of money. These were all just people being extremely generous, selfless, because they liked the project and they were, just excited about doing this short with us. And so we were really lucky to have them on board. And then it made things really great when we got to set and we had, a great, half professional, half student crew. And everybody, was equally excited about the project. Like we learned from, we were surrounded by people who had way more experience than us, and we really could learn from them. And then we had principal photography, with the exception of running out of time one night to get a few shots. As it became daylight, it was pretty smooth.
My first experience at Nifty was great. I had a film called Little Problems, and it was a story about growing up as well. And it was particularly special because I was in a division where there were a number of other films with similar content and also very young filmmakers. So I got to share the stage with a filmmaker as young as, probably she was 7 or 8 years old, So it was a special experience because I got to be with other filmmakers that I got to know, and in terms of the content of that film in particular, it was nice to kind of be around the art that I was talking about in my movie. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please come and see our short Saturday night at the Centerpiece Shorts section.
And also, please check us out. Our website is www.perfectrollthemovie.com, or on Facebook. If you search The Perfect Troll, it's the movie.
Yeah,
called The Perfect Troll.